Ladies and gentlemen, update 6.4.1 is live. Did it really fix all of the old bugs? And we got a list of all of the new known bugs that you need to be aware of right now. And we got some new data mines, including info in the next monthly Milestone event. Will it be better or worse than the Trashy Abomination event? And it's also Monday, so it's time to answer all of your questions for the mailbag. So if you're ready for all of that and more, you know what to do, Valley Maniacs. Find that like button and let's go smash it!
ValleyFlyin.
Hello. What is up, Valley Maniacs? I am ValleyFlyin. I hope you had a great weekend. Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. It is Monday, so it's time to answer your questions from the mailbag over on Discord. If you want to get your question potentially featured on one of these Monday mailbags, which we do every single week, make sure you are a member of the Discord. The link is down below. And if this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content. At least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos per week on this channel. And if you're already subscribed, welcome back. It is Monday. Like I said, we're answering all the questions from the mailbag, but we got a new update that just dropped in Marvel Strike Force. So let's go take a look at what the update note said over on the official Marvel Strike Force website. And a lot of this stuff is stuff we've already seen from the update 6.4 release notes. But we have information on a new stage of Cosmic Crucible. And yes, it is working. It didn't get canceled like last week. The campaign were sometimes failing to appear after topping the find. Same thing, some items were not appearing when you click the find button. It looks, at least on my devices, my Android BlueStacks device and my iOS device, it is working. Hopefully it's working for everyone. If you're having some problems though, let me know in the comments so we can pass that little info on to the devs. I guess there was a Spider Weaver loading screen that was not appearing. I guess it should be loading now. The achievements, the visual error, it hopefully has been fixed. I have not tested that one myself. Resource icons was not triggering a pop-up with quantities, so hopefully that is fixed. It appears to be working on my device, on my BlueStacks at least. I have not tested that on my iOS. The red rewards badge displaying 99 when there's no rewards to claim on the Alliance raid screen. I don't think I remember seeing this one, so I'm not sure if this one is cleared up or not, because I'm not sure if my account actually experienced that. This one, the campaign energy icons were missing after returning to the campaign screen from Apocalypse Saga campaign. And the Blitz icon was missing from the main screen where new players completed the tutorial. This is what was supposed to be fixed in this update. Let's take a look at some of the new known issues that just came up. So this one came up yesterday, the Destined Connections. The Destined Connection milestone not granting bonuses for vigilant characters. This issue was fixed. The team is discussing the effect on players, so it looks like some compensation is coming for this. Hopefully it is fixed very, very soon. Spider-Man 2099 featuring Red Stars. So over the weekend, the team is aware the key art for Red Stars orbs that shows Spider-Man 29 is available. They are apologizing for the inconvenience. It was unintended. The team is discussing compensation for all affected players. This was not something that I was affected by directly. I didn't notice that. I don't play as much on the weekends as I used to, but yes, I know some players were opening some Red Star orbs and they didn't get Spider-Man 2099 because he was not there. The Golden Opportunity milestone, the leaderboard, the addition of the new Golden Opportunity, which replaced those high roller milestones for spending gold. It says that right there. Players receiving updated rewards by spending gold. The milestones has rank rewards in which a player will get more items, but here's the big one. A player needs to spend a minimum of 6 million gold. So you gotta complete all of those milestones in order to get those ranking rewards. This one was actually fixed. I'm actually glad that this one was fixed very, very quick. The Destined Connection milestone intended to start at 2 p.m., but it didn't start. It actually started at 2:30, so half an hour late, and not getting points for the milestone. It was fixed about 3:30. It was giving bonus points. Compensation was already sent out, which I have not claimed yet in my inbox. I'm actually waiting to claim this one. So let's go take a look at that right now. And I thought this is pretty good compensation. You're getting some points for the Ethereal Arms milestone. You're getting Blitz credits, so you can blitz more, and you're getting more energy. So that is all good stuff there. I thought that was handled very well, and the compensation was sent out very, very quickly. This is the one time in my memory that changing the time actually worked out in the player's favor. And of course, there are some issues with the War Scourge leaderboards. The team is actively investigating the issue. Any mistakenly acquired points will be removed from the final run scores. So that is it as far as the latest bugs. And one quick housekeeping note: on Friday, I was talking about Archangel, and I believe I incorrectly said that if you're not going to get those indestructible pants, your alliance sucks. He did not say that. That was a comment he made all the way back talking about the Gambit raids. And yes, we did get compensation for that. So I was incorrect on that. And I don't think he meant any jest by that, but it was said. And it's kind of a meme at this point, guys. Datamines, and it looks like Spider-Man 2099 is going to be a month-long milestone character. Earn points of the month-long milestone by collecting Splice Spider's genes, Light Bite Cloth, Organic Webbing, Death's Head Mask, and the Day of the Dead costume from the October events. Splice Spider genes will also be available in the daily free claims throughout the month, so all of that seems like the previous monthly events. There'll be separate milestone events that provide progress to the future shock milestone. Earn Spider Slicer Orbs. So like those Gamma Goliath orbs for Abomination, which for me at least netted a lot less points than previous month-long events. So I was not happy with the minimal shards that I got for Abomination during the month-long milestone, and it's still not done. So maybe I could get a lucky 180 pull, one of those big pulls, but yeah, netted way less shards than previous events. So this is not something that makes me happy. We got some more information about Rogue, but nothing looks like it changed. We do know that the saga is coming back in just a few short days. The timer is actually in the event section of the game. Also, Mojo's Mayhem. It looks like the new season characters are going to be Elsa Bloodstone and Wongers. So if you're someone that buys these strike pass, these seasons, if you need Elsa, if you need Wong, it could be a good value for you. If you don't though, then yeah, you might want to pass on these. All right, so it also looks, at least according to Datamines, we have a Monster Hunter calendar where you can get Elsa Bloodstone shards. We also have information about Scream, a Scream calendar. I'm not sure if these are older calendars or something to tie in with Halloween, but these are the latest Datamines for that. And the next Scourge character is gonna be, or the next Mojo's Mayhem, not Scourge, the next Mojo's Mayhem character is gonna be Doctor Strange Heartless. So if you are buying these battle passes and these Mojo's Mayhem passes, then those are things that you should be aware of. All right, but now it is time to get to your questions from the mailbag. Let's go, baby. And what's the over-under on the Red Hill, I think you meant Red Hulk, event getting postponed over fear of all these bugs and errors affecting it as well? Well, as we know, it did not get postponed, but there were a lot of bugs with some Scourges not working properly, with Red Hulk himself being bugged, and we just saw in that known issues that some of the points weren't being calculated correctly. So postponed, I guess, I would not guess it would be postponed like that Cosmic Crucible was last week. But yeah, as far as bugs, my over-under would have been 5. And I think we are over those bugs for Red Hulk. But yeah, not so bad that they had to cancel it. Hey, Valley, hope you and yours as well. I hope the same for you, my brother. I hope you guys are doing well. My question, rant, is why doesn't Scopely just release 4 characters they've already told us about and stop releasing new ones? It seems as if they rush to release characters and not worry about the bugs in the game. That is very, very true. I'm not sure about 4 characters that they are talking about. I guess it's the 4 characters from the update that you're referring to, but yeah, the bugs. It seems like they're rushing too much. They have these own internal deadlines and they're trying to meet these deadlines, and you know, sometimes some things slip through the cracks because they can't hit those deadlines. So I think a lot of the bugs and errors are due to their own scheduling of all this stuff. With a fine bug happening right now, it doesn't really make sense to spend energy when you can't farm the correct gear and ISO you need. I'd say they made more than enough money to be able to take a week or 2 from releasing characters to actually fix the game. So it looks like the update is live. Like I said in the beginning, it's working for me on my BlueStacks. It's working for me on my iOS. So I hope that's working for everyone. And the fix there's no errors that are introduced with the new fix there, but yeah, they do need to take some time off and clear up their QA process because there's clearly something broken in the testing that they're doing. And I don't know if you guys saw the interview that Zeke's did, who's the older community manager. I think she left mid-year last year in 2021. She said that a lot of times there is a QA team. They are finding the bugs, but some of the higher ups and the money people are like, screw it, just release it anyway. And that seems to be a problem if that is something that's still going on. All right, Dorky has a question about DD5 global options. Which are cheap? Which tunes are good? Is Wolverine one of them or not? And let's go take a look at some global characters in the game right now. And these are some of the global characters. So again, the cheap ones that I used was Ravager Stitcher and Star-Lord T'Challa. Now, building them up right now wouldn't be the worst thing because we have the Red Hulk Scourge event going on right now. My thing is always, are you planning to use these characters later? And at the time, I was using Star-Lord T'Challa, using Ravager Stitcher, because we didn't have a tech solution. Now that we have the Bionic Avengers, though, I think they lose a little bit of value, but you can still use them as Scourge. And they're still a pretty okay war offense team, so those wouldn't be the worst. Gambit is a great character. He's a horseman character, so you should feel confident building him up. Same thing with the rest of these horsemen here. If you have these horseman teams or these horseman characters like Abomination, Brawn, where else? Sunfire's another character, Dazzler. Now these characters, honestly, if I'm being honest, they're probably not going to be that great in Dark Dimension, but if you're looking to use the least amount of resources, get the most bang for your buck, putting on characters that you're gonna have to build up anyway, well, those are the horseman characters are the ones that you can focus on. We also have these raid characters. Now, they're not necessarily as cheap as like Stitcher or Star-Lord T'Challa, but Captain Sam, Maria Hill, Sharon Carter, they still have value in the raids. I'm using them as skill section of the raids every day. And for the Red Hulk, there is that skill section where you may want to use your secret Avengers. So I would recommend horseman characters. I would recommend raid characters and characters that you're gonna use later on. So if you have a use for them later on, Agatha's another horseman character as well. As we're scrolling down, Wong is another horseman character. So I would try to overlap and not just focus on the cheapest characters, because like I put the gear into Star-Lord's, not Star-Lord, I put it into Ravager Stitcher. I'm not really using him, and he did help me get through that, so it wasn't a total waste. He helped me get through Dark Dimension 5. It wasn't a total waste, but yeah, looking back, maybe I could have put some carrots, could put some gear on some other characters that would help me and help me now, really, because I'm not really using T'Challa too much anymore. All right, next. ValleyFlyin. I just entered Dark Dimension 5. I'm bringing Spider-Man, Squirrel Girl, Shang-Chi. Which Spider-Man? I guess this is the Peter Parker, the normal Spider-Man. So part of the Web Wars, not a bad choice. Squirrel Girl has value in a lot of game modes and in that Rogue Scourge events. Shang-Chi is a great character. Doesn't have any other tags, but that you're gonna use. He is a skill character that you're gonna use in the raid, so he does have that. But as far as variety, yeah, he doesn't fit that horseman character, but he does fit that raid team there. Ghost Spider, Scarlet Spider, all these are great choices because these are characters that you could use in the raids. Maybe not Squirrel Girl, but she has value in a lot of other game modes. City, our first city, Captain Sam, Lady Deathstrike, Sabretooth, Maria Hill into global. I do like that one. Doom, Sam there, Doom, Captain Sam, Lady Deathstrike, Maria Hill, very, very good choice. My initial choice was Sharon Carter, and I think Maria Hill was a better choice, at least for Dark Dimension 5. Now, you do gotta manage all the shield troopers that she summons and all the Doom bots that Doom summons, but you got Turn Meter Rewind, with Captain Sam, you got energy going out, ability energy going out with Captain Sam. Doom has those Doom bots that he summons all the time, every single turn, and he's got that big blow up, and his ultimate actually heals and gives turn meter to people. Sabretooth is on that Weapon X team, and he's a pretty cheap character, so that is not a bad choice. Cosmic has Eternals good, Kestrel good, Heartless, and Valkyrie. Valkyrie, may want to rethink Valkyrie. I guess if you're getting a lot of use for Valkyrie, that wouldn't be the worst choice. I'm not using Valkyrie too much because after this War Horseman Scourge event, she's pretty much going to sit on the table in War Defense for me. So, yeah, Valkyrie may not be the best choice. If there's a character that you plan to use after Dark Dimension 5 and plan to use on a more daily basis, I would go for that. But you may value war a lot more than me, so Valkyrie may be a good choice for you. Legendary, Red Hulk, Smart, Jubilee, Omega Red, Morgan, and Rogue. Yeah, you got all the Scourge characters there, including Omega Red and Jubilee. Those are the best characters right there. So you're gonna get a lot of value out of this. I like these choices. The only one I would question is Valkyrie, but depending on your playstyle, that may be a good choice for you. I've already done MILF, Ghost Spider, Doom, Scarlet, Kestrel, and Omega Red. One of them, if that should change any of my other choices. The only one I would change is Valkyrie, potentially. But like I said, if your playstyle, if that matches your playstyle and war is important to you, war defense, and potentially Cosmic Crucible defense, that could still be a good choice for you. Hey Val, it's still a fairly new account, having a lot of trouble on Villains Chapter 8, Scourge nodes that require villains. Basically using Hydramin as Emma Frost, but not doing very well at the moment. All right, so as far as Scourge, you're gonna need some powerful characters, villain characters, like Morgan Le Fay. If you have Dormammu, well, you'll have him down the road. But Morgan Le Fay, if you get her, if you can manage to unlock Omega Red, which you may be doing down the road, those are going to be some of your better villains. Thanos is still a great energy battery, although you wouldn't have to have some characters die for that to happen, but you got that. As far as other villains, though, for newer players, and as far as just trying to get through Villains Chapter 8, some characters that I'm still using that do have that villains tag, Lady Deathstrike, available on Mystic 3.6. So if you get the Mystic 3.6, Lady Deathstrike is a great choice because she does have that Turn Meter Rewind. She's gonna help you, probably also in the Scourges as well. So that would be a character I would look towards. Zemo is in the raids, and Zemo, I'm not using him as much as I was. His value, yes, it did decrease a lot, but he goes very early, and he has a very early opening ability block, so that still gives him some value. Silver Samurai is also part of that Weapon X team along with Lady Deathstrike. Available not in a Blitz store, but in the Blitz orb, so not farmable in my opinion, but if you have a lot of extra Blitz currency and you're opening those orbs, especially if you're a newer player, that is probably your best bang for your buck, getting more shards that way, even though you're losing some agency on which characters you're gonna get the shards on. You can get to them Silver Samurai. That's still a character that has value right now. And then let's look forward to that Underworld team where you have Taskmaster, Kingpin, Nobu, Green Goblin. All of them are pretty early farms, and they're gonna have a lot of value coming up. Now their value is gonna be more for war, offense, or defense. I think they work great on both offense and defense. And then same thing with Cosmic Crucible, but probably more of a Cosmic Crucible defense team. So those are characters that I would be looking at if I was starting a newer account. So hopefully that helps, and hopefully you could get some of those and get through that villains chapter. You might have to wait for the second run of Red Hulk to get to that villain section on the Scourge, but yeah, hopefully that helps. Emma's a good character. Your Hydra minions, not very good though. ValleyFlyin, do you think it would be cool if they create a feature where you could highlight gear pieces you're prioritizing so you receive notifications if they're available? I think it'd be awesome. I would like a feature where you could highlight those gear pieces. Then you could just, like for me, I need those advanced, those health catalysts, those orange health, not the orange, the green health catalysts. I need a lot of those. I would like to just highlight those and just go to all those nodes. If you had the ability to turn on and off notifications, because personally I don't want the notifications. I just want to go to that when I have energy and not know every time it's in a store or anything like that. I usually check the stores all the time anyway, 3 times a day. But yeah, I think this would be a cool feature. As long as you can turn the notifications on and off though, I would be in full support of that. Hey, ValleyFlyin, long time no question, but as always, brother, I appreciate all you do for the community, and I appreciate everyone, each and every one of you that's leaving a question. So thank you for leaving that question, brother. I hope you're doing well. And I had said, I'm very concerned with the farming bug based on the radio silence of beginning to believe the bug is no error. Well, even with the radio silence on their help page of the Scopely website, it did say there's an error. So they did say that pretty early on. So I do believe it was an error. And the update did just drop right before I started recording this. So it is fixed. And so I guess it was an error. It's harder for players to farm, might not be willing to spend time, effort to farm the nodes, thus would spend money on the offers to make up for the difference in our players are losing with targeted farming. You'll be, I fear that Scopely has intentionally killed our targeted farming in a willful attempt to try to extort more ill-gotten profits community. Do you think they will fix this like me, or do you believe Scopely has intentionally killed farming to steal more from the players? Well, nah, I mean, these bugs, they're not intended. The way they're squeezing from the players are by not making the character farmals. Those are intentional. By making these monthly events have orbs instead of shards, that is intentional. That's how they're starting to squeeze money from the players. But that fine button, that was unintentional. It sucked that it took almost 2 weeks for them to fix that, but it was unintentional as far as I know. All right. Hey, Valley, just unlike the Gamma team, I want to use them in war. Would they be better for war offense or defense? They go on defense, they would replace my Wakandans. Now, this is a question I asked my alliance leader way back in the day. Way back when we had Black Order, I had a very strong Black Order, and I could beat pretty much any team in the game because Black Order was the meta. I asked them, hey, should I save them for offense or defense? And their answer was, hey, it's better to have a reliable offense team that you could kill the defense and not have to worry about that. Because at the time, Black Order was countered by Black Order. So instead of having a team on defense that could be countered, and as far as I know, for the Gamma team, there's no real strong counter for them except maybe another Gamma team. I think down the road, there will be a counter that they're going to sell us, but at least for right now, it may be very troublesome on either defense. There may be very little ways to counter it as far as I'm thinking right now. But I probably would save them for offense in case you run into another Gamma team or a Dormhold team or something like that. But of course, everyone plays war differently. Every alliance requires different things from their members. So if you're really not sure, ask your alliance leader what to do with that, because each alliance has some different strategies that you want to use. I have 2 more questions. How big is your hero Asgard for Scourge? And what T4 do you recommend for a hero Asgardians? So for this one, let's go into the game and take a look at the hero Asgardians that I have. I will go through them one by one. I'll show you the T4s and I'll show you the character power level I have right now. There we go. That is all set up. I had to select the hero and then had to select the Asgardians, but this is where they're at right now. I've only done 1 complete Scourge run, and that was just to get the Red Hulk unlocked. This morning on stream, we actually started a more difficult run on difficulty 8 with a lot of Scourges equipped. This is where they're at, though. Thor is all the way at gear 16. I liked how he performed on my initial run in difficulty 7. So yeah, we built him up a little more. I have all the hero Asgardians at level 85, gear tier 15 at least, but Thor is the exception because he's the part of the team. The only T4 I have on Thor right now is his passive. This ultimate may be a little more appealing. The special may be appealing, but I really like his passive the best. And I'm not really trying to put a lot of investment. I want to try to get through the Scourge, the War Scourge, with as little investment as possible. So if I have some trouble on node 5 and node 10 with that big run that we started today, I may build them up a little more, put more T4s in there. But I think as far as minimal level, that is what you need. Valkyrie, we have the special ultimate and passive done. And these are what I have done. And as far as the special right here gets the stun to the primary target, that is a very good one. This is also on a potential opening. That was on a potential opening move. Getting ability block to the primary target, that's a good thing. And then I like these passives because a lot of these passives affect the entire team. Moving on to Lady Sif, we have more resistance. Hero Asgardians get more resistance, and I like T4s that affect the entire team. It's gonna be harder to put those debuffs on them. The Mighty Thor, the only thing we have right now is the passive. As far as the other moves, more piercing, blind, I think this is a good one. The only reason I didn't do this is because I'm kind of conserving as much T4s as possible, and this is a long cooldown, so that would be that's the reason that I didn't do it, but it's a pretty decent one. If you're really going hard on this team, then you may want to do that ultimate as well. More piercing to the primary and secondary target, that just adds damage. So all I did for Jane was just the passive there, because what the passive does is always applying charge to self and chargeable hero Asgardians. That is good, giving her more damage on her passive attack, kind of like Thor does, but it's not an AoE attack. And then Heimdall, we have this move right here. Ward defense. It's mainly for ward defense. When they drop below 50% health, applying 2 death proof. That's a good one for ward defense, but I think the special right here, damage, and then clearing 2 negative effects instead of 1 negative effect. That's why I did that one. That is where the hero Asgardians are, my brother. So hopefully that helps if you're looking to like be super conservative with the T4s on this team. All right, what Scourge team do you like most? Mine is the Young Avengers, also double duty on the Rogue Scourge. This team is more than just a war defense team. Good thing Echo and Kate are on farm node now. Yes, well, Kate is on a node. Echo is in the war store, so you still may have trouble seeing her. But yeah, they screwed up the Kate, and she was there the next day. It wasn't like Echo where they waited to the next Monday. So as far as my favorite team, though, I do like they made Young Avengers available for nodes 3 and 4 for this node with for this Scourge. They're also required for nodes 5 and 10 of the Rogue Scourge. But as far as my favorite team, I think it's the one that we used this morning to clear nodes 1 and 2, and that is a Gamma team. Now, if you're wondering where my Gamma team is right now, it was not very big. I think I actually built them up a little bit more since I did that run this morning because I wanted to use a little bit more gold, get a little more milestones. So this is where my Gamma team is right now. They're not super big. Hulk was here, but I think I added like a level to each of the Gamma team. But man, even with a lot of Scourges equipped, they smashed through. Hulk is a champ right here. And this tiny Red Hulk, even this tiny version of the Red Hulk is pretty darn good. So that Gamma would be my favorite team in this event. And last but not least, pleasantly surprised when the Avengers node included the Young Avengers. Yeah, it is good. There's anybody that has that Avenger tag, if it's even Wave 1 Avengers, Young Avengers, Bionic Avengers, they're all going to be as Avengers in the background, even though it might not specifically say Avengers for them. If they are part of the Avengers, the Scopely long ago said just to kind of clear up some of the dual tags. They do have the tags in the background, but it's not listed on their tags on their character models in the character select screen. So that is it, guys. That is it for this edition of the Monday Mailbag. Let me know what you thought of update 6.4.1. Has it solved the bugs that they said it's going to solve for you? Like I said, it appears at least my game is working correctly, but I'm not sure if that is on all devices. Let me know if there's other known bugs that you know about that need to be added to that Scopely help desk. And yeah, Spider-Man 2099 orbs, monthly milestones, pretty trash. It doesn't feel good, but that is it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video though, despite some of the good and some bad news about Marvel Strike Force. If you did enjoy it, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content. Like I said, at least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos per week on this channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you at the top. We're at Hulk Fist Bump ValleyFlyin out. Have a great one, guys.